Alright, hello guys, it's Wes, not your normal miner here, and we are live in the remote garden location, and we have a great stream planned for you all tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Gotta say a big shout out to Reckless, Crypto Macau, everyone that's going to be coming over maybe from DCA raid, awesome, FA for fucking awesome. So Walter, thanks for stopping in. You guys are all here for one thing. We're going to tear down, you can see here, we've got a ZOTAC Trinity 1080 Ti hammering away. Chaincoin, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. And what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade. When I say upgrade, we're going to put one of these in there. We've got a NVIDIA Founders Edition 3080. We got to get this in there. Well, currently we have a EVGA 750 watt power supply. Well, what we got to do is I dig Big Box Pete. Thanks for stopping in. So we've got a 750 watt EVGA power supply in here. That's just not going to cut it. We're at, currently I'm sitting at 240 watts, 96 megahash per second on Hiveos. Well, we want to see what we can do, but we're going to need a little bit more power. So when I say more power, we got this. We've got an EVGA fully modular 1300 watt power supply. So one of the biggest reasons I got all EVGA G2 fully modular power supplies for our rigs was so I could do something super easy, and that is switching them out. So since this is a G3 and I'm switching out, or a G2 and I'm switching out a G2, we're going to be able to do all this stuff. It's going to be great. Reckless, yeah, so couple upgrades. So we're going to upgrade to another GPU. We got to get the new power supply in here, and then we haven't had a chance, but we are upgrading to SSD by everyone's recommendation. So thank you guys all for that. We're going to be keeping an eye on chat today, so if you have anything you want to ask while we're here at the remote garden location, don't worry about it. Let us know. We're going to get it hammering away, and we're going to get some ETHEREUM testing. And I'm hoping we see differences in these GPUs. Everyone's telling me this NVIDIA Founders Edition should hammer a little better. So without any delay, let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, a couple upgrades that we're going to do. Power supply. We've got a new riser here that's ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and just power this down. The thing I like about being here in the remote garden location is I should have good access to everything. We've been working on getting our audio updated for you guys, so hopefully you guys can still hear us. Comment in the chat, let me know what you think about it. If you guys are new to the channel, now is a great time to hit that subscription bell. That way you can keep up with all the latest and greatest shenanigans. As you guys know, we do a lot of shenanigans around here. Just like that, we're powered down. Get rid of this guy right here. This guy is gone. We're going to keep these as kind of backups and such, but we don't have those anymore. Oh, hey Walter, yeah, so 750 watts is definitely sufficient for one GPU of a 3080. We've got two that's going to be going in here. So that's going to be what we're going to see here. That's why I'm upgrading to 1300 watts, because if we're doing two of these and they're at 240 or 300 watts, that's 600. We're going to be at 700. We're going to be full max on that. So great question on that. The reason we're upgrading to 1300 watt is because I'm putting two. I've been running no problem with the 750 watt there. We're going to go ahead and also get this GPU out of here first, so that way you guys can get a good comparison on the size of these two, kind of see where they're at with that. We got the kilowatt on the wall, so that way we can see the power. You guys, we've been doing some of that benchmarking, so you guys do know what the power draw is on ETHEREUM on this. We'll try not to drop this GPU. You guys know I do kind of like to drop them sometimes. Alright. This thing is a beast, everyone, and I'm telling you, it is a beast. this off the riser here. And just like that, here we go. Yeah, no, sorry Walter, I might not have mentioned that earlier. So that was the biggest thing, is we're upgrading not only the GPU, we're going to have both of these GPUs on here, but we're gonna just go ahead and put that power supply on. The reason for that is technically we've got 3 of these. One's en route, so we're going to go ahead and get those all 3 together hashing. But here you guys go. Here's a side-by-side comparison of a NVIDIA Founders Edition RTX 3080 with the ZOTAC Trinity RTX 3080. So you can obviously see there's definitely some difference in the size of these. 3 coolers, or three fans here versus 2 fans. Comment in chat. Tell me what you guys think about this. You know, this Founders Edition does have the special 8. It's got that special adapter there, and that's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's a 12-pin adapter. And this ZOTAC needed 4 8-pins. So that's a couple cool things to show you guys the difference on. And here's that for the NVIDIA. Here's what that adapter looks like. So that's what we're doing. We've already got our power down. This is should go pretty smooth for us. We are also going to go ahead and upgrade to an SSD so that we can get some faster times when we've got to start fresh, those types of things. Appreciate everyone commenting in chat and over in Discord. Don't forget, hit us up over in Discord. In the description down below we got links to Discord. That's where you're going to be able to speak to us directly. Hopefully we see Nemesis tonight. He does have one of these 3090s, getting pretty good numbers on. He's been on the grind as well with everyone there. So see, as you guys can see, with that power supply, the fully modular power supply, things come out pretty easy. I'm going to be able to leave the motherboard on there, RAM on there, everything. We're going to get the power supplies out first, get it switched out, and then I've just got to add a few cables, and we are going to have it ready to go. Shouldn't take too long for us. What do you think? Are we going to be able to get it to hash? Okay, here we go. Walter says, I like the FE design that the 1 fan exhaust to heat out the case. Can you show where that does? Okay. So, here's one, and this side has got the plate on it. Here, this is kind of hollow with a bunch of fins, and here's where that fan is. So, there's the difference on those, on how those work. You can see here, and we don't want to drop these. This ZOTAC is a lot heavier. I don't know the exact poundage on these, the exact weight, but let's go ahead and show you guys here this. Well, we've actually got it off, so we can't show you right now. It was hashing before we shut it off on Hiveos, so that's what we're going to be on tonight. Nefarious Technology, what's up? Can I get, for all these DCA Adventure guys that are swinging by, really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Can I get that FA in chat? And we're going to get that FA. Why? Because this stuff's fucking awesome. That's right, guys. Crypto McKell, thank you guys so much for stopping in. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are great. So, any other questions you guys have while we have these GPUs apart? Like I said, I just want to give you guys a quick update. We've got these two 3080s here, and you can see the difference just in the size of them. This was very similar to the size of a 2060 Super that we've got. Okay, let's get back to it here. I want to get this thing hashing, especially since we've got so many fun, great people here. But no, Walter had a good point earlier. He thought that the 750 watt power supplies were sufficient for the 3080s, and I agree 100% they still are. But since we're going to throw 2 on here, and then hopefully here within the next week or so, the third will be in here, and that is another ZOTAC Trinity. Issue that we just found out here is the order that he had was not fulfilled from Amazon. So we haven't heard that before, have we? Alright, so we got the 750 watt power supply, should pull right out the back. And once again, guys, everybody likes to use different power supplies for different reasons, but you can see here's a 750 watt G2 EVGA, and just like that, we're able to update that. So we got 14 people on stream here tonight so far. You guys are great. What questions do you have for us so far? I haven't had the FE hashing yet. I tried to get it on my gaming editing mining rig and I botched that all up, so this will be the first time we're seeing it hash. I have been hearing the 3080s are getting over 102 mega hash per second at about 40 watts at the wall. Now I know everybody likes to use different types of rigs. Some of you guys have your rigs in server cases and such. When we first started out, we really liked these open air frames, so that's what we did. So we used all these open air frames. I have found that the server style cases do move better airflow. And just like that, we have lost a screw on the ground. Any of you guys ever done that before? That's alright though, because that's just the power supply. These things aren't going anywhere. You guys know that. We're not driving this thing down a hill or anything. It is sitting there. So we are cocked and locked. We got the new power supply in. Check on chat, see how you guys are doing. Reckless, what are you waiting to have come in? You're switching everything over to server cases, okay. Let's see here, we got Cynix, hello, thank you for stopping in, we really appreciate it. We've been tinkering around with these things. We had this working fine, we've got it unhooked, we're going to add this to it. Risers, fans, okay, all the good stuff there. Pull that back out, set that back in there like this, and there we go. Now I know a lot of you guys are huge fans of good cable management. We will keep things nice and clean the best we can for tonight, but our goal is to hash with these two RTX 3080s within probably 15 minutes. That's what I hope. That's my goal for tonight. So like that, we've got the motherboard powered. We're going to get a CPU powered up here. I know a lot of you guys like those server power supplies. I've never really gotten into those. Usually when we had like a rig of 12 or more, what we would go ahead and do is I would just go ahead and use a couple of the larger power supplies. I'd just throw a couple 1300 watts on there. And there's one VGA in. And that's how I'm using to power my risers, is we are going to go ahead and use VGAs today. Anyone's got questions on that? I'm trying to avoid SATA at all costs. We know that we can get by with it, you just don't want to use too much. And just like that, guys, we are real close to having this thing back and powered up. What do you think? Did you think it would take this long? You think it would take a little longer? We need to get a little bit better light over here where we're working on this rig, but that can wait for another day. peripheral spot. There it is, everything is going just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the, oh no worry Reckless, chain coin. Server cases helps a lot on the cooling. Yeah, it does, it does. One of the big differences I like to show people as well when we're taking these things apart are some of the sizes of our the power supplies. So we went with the 750 watt power supply before, and you can see when we've got the 1300 watt, you can see the differences in the cords here. So, you know, the bigger the cord, the more power you're going to be able to use, and these things are power hungry. So that's why we switched there. So anyone that's new that might be watching this a little later on, hopefully you've already hit that subscription or that bell up there so you can keep up with some of our latest and greatest. Alright. And we want to keep it on the kilowatt so we can make sure we're keeping everybody nice and honest there. Alrighty, so power supply is good to go. Now, comment in chat, you guys. We're getting ready to hook up for the first time here. We're going to be hooking up an SSD, so I am using a SATA to power that. We were able to find these, came with the Mobo boxes. We're using the ASRock H110 Pro BTC Plus on this one. Once again, we went with all the same parts just so we could really change them out pretty quickly. That was our goals if there was ever issues or we wanted to upgrade or downgrade. So we did go ahead and upgrade to SSD, all on your guys' request and recommendations there. Nice thing about this ASRock Mobo is it gives us access to it right here. And just like that, we've got an SSD that is in, ready to go. For giggles, we're going to just support it right here for now with trusty zip tie. Any of you guys, grandpa's designed zip ties? If so, you shouldn't be working. You guys should all be retired by now. So that is powered with SATA. That's the second thing we got. And just like that, we're ready to go. Clean up our snips here. Now we're going to need a riser. So we'll go ahead and get that together. And anyone that's used the ASRock H110 Pro BTC Plus knows you got to tape up your ends right here like this. You got to tape that up. Crafty, what's up? Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, no, we haven't got that new card totally smoked out yet, so we're really excited about that. But tonight, what we're showing you is we are got the differences. We've got two, count them, two RTX 3080s. We've got the NVIDIA Founders Edition right here. We'll let you guys see them one more time, side by side, before we put them in a case. We've got a lot of good reviews coming up on this the best we can. The NVIDIA uses a special 12 pin that gives you two 8 pins going to it. The ZOTAC Trinity, that's got two 8 pins. So that's what we're showing you guys here. We're going to get these back in this rig. We'll get these risers on them, and we're going to get ready to go. Ready, steady, wiggles, as my son's favorite show says. Like I said, don't judge us too hard on our wire management right now. We will clean this up once we're going a little better. But we have been showing you the quick upgrade. Once again, for anyone that's new that's stopping in, we upgraded the power supply so that it could handle two of these RTX 3080s. That was the only reason we did that. And this technically isn't fully locked in there, but I want you guys to kind of see the differences in the sizes of these two GPUs. I was very surprised, and before we get the NVIDIA one mounted in here. I'm going to show you guys the box, and I'll come back to chat, kind of check in on everyone. But we've got it in there enough so we can get everything hooked in. But here you go. Here's the boxes of these. Here's the differences in the sizes of the boxes. We got the ZOTAC Trinity and the NVIDIA. Walter said he thought it was small. I mean, look at that. The boxes, there's no extra junk in this one. There's a lot of extra space. But here's who we're playing with tonight. And here we go. Good question. I do want to do some gaming. I know I want to play some Ark with the guys over at Brandon Coin Discord. Appreciate all those guys for hanging out as always, and you guys are great. But yeah, I want to see. I do want to play some games with both of these. I did try to get the NVIDIA FE hooked up in there today. I was unsuccessful. I believe I didn't set my MOBO right. I needed to do onboard to kind of do some setups for it once I had it in there. But we're going to have some updates as soon as we get that in there going. That will replace a 2060 Super. Alrighty, so what do you guys think? You can kind of see here, these cards are just like I told you. These things are side by side, so you can see the differences in the sizes of them. We're hopefully going to be hashing on ETHEREUM here in just a few minutes. And once we're on ETHEREUM, we're going to see the differences in the hash rates on these, if any. And just like that, we're ready to go here. So we're almost there. There's one. Let's bring another VGA 4 to 6 pin over and get that plugged in so we have the other riser hooked up. And then that leaves me on this power supply 2 more 8-pin spots. And that's how we are going to go ahead and hit this special adapter up here. Please, you guys, hit the likes, smash those like for us so that way other people can see this, especially other people that aren't on live stream tonight. I know there's a lot of people who have questions on these things. We're trying to get out the best content that we can as quick as we can so that way you guys can decide which ones of these GPUs you want to fight for. I heard stories today that these GPUs do show up in shipments of like 3s and 5s. You just got to be consistent. We got the big Navi launch coming up. That's going to be interesting as well. So there's 2 risers. We got 22 people here tonight. Joe Surfer, thanks for stopping in. Hey, great question. Okay, have I tried NiceHash on any of these? So we were just talking about, just a few seconds ago we were chatting. I was trying to get it in our RGB gaming editing mining rig. I got Windows on there so I could throw it on NiceHash so we could run those benchmarks for you. I was unsuccessful, ran out of time today. So after we get this stream done tonight and these things are hashing for a while, I will take one of these GPUs and I am going to get it in there and hopefully get that going as well. So here's that special adapter that we were showing you, and that is going to take 2 8-pins. So that's the biggest reason why we wanted to upgrade, is because the 750 watt power supply was not going to cut it with 2 of these. It had no problem with 1, I believe, and our RGB gaming editing mining rig's got no problems with it on another. But you can see here for the NVIDIA Founders Edition, this specialty adapter goes right on top. We've got 2 more VGAs here. Then we just got to get a get the risers hooked up. And once we've got the risers hooked up, guys, we're going to go and fire it up and see what happens. So we're excited here. Thanks everyone for stopping in. Appreciate the DCA raid. You guys know in the description down below you should be able to find links to all those guys' stuff. These guys are great, huge people in the community helping out. Thank you all for stopping in. We got 2 risers here. And as far as our risers go, just like all y'all, I'm sure some of you guys are using U-bits, so that's what we are using. We've got some U-bit risers. I will say this, with Hiveos, it has been pretty stable as far as when we've taken the overclocks all the way up and all the way down. And what I mean by that is I have been able to run this 3080 at 100 watts. It doesn't say a hash is the greatest at it, but we have been able to run it at 100 watts, so that was pretty interesting there. We are getting ready once again to fire up Hiveos, and this is going to be our first attempt at getting 2 3080s going on the same open air GPU mining rig. You guys think it's going to work first time? Is there anything I missed because we're on live stream and I feel the pressure? I just appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I have a lot of fun with you guys and I've really enjoyed doing these live streams. Something that you're going to see a lot more of, I feel. How do you guys usually hook up your risers? Do you hook them up differently than what we did here? We are kind of in a space crunch at the RGL. Hopefully you guys can see me sneaking around back here. There we go. Power supply is getting plugged in. And we are powering on. Oh, we got to power down. You guys didn't tell me. I forgot to power up the ZOTAC. That's the great of being live. So here we go. We've got the... Where did that go? We almost forgot to power on the ZOTAC. That's not good. Alrighty guys, we are so close to doing this, and it powered up, so that's exciting. What's the worst thing that you guys have ever had happen? And please comment in chat so everyone can see it. When you fired up a mining rig, have any of you guys had the poof of smoke? Biggest thing we've seen here with the 3080s was that the debauchery of me trying to install the drivers the other day. There we go. Look at all the pretty lights, guys. I'm going to come back over here and check on chat, grab something to drink. That was kind of stressful there for a second. I do have a screen over here, so we're going to be able to see if I actually have Hiveos start up, which it is. This is my first time using an SSD. We did go from SSD, or from thumb drives to SSD. Nefarious technology. I appreciate that. Richard Porter, hey, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Yashnik, what's up? John Germain, I appreciate it. I'm going to go through chat, make sure I'm saying hello to everybody. You guys are great. We got 24 people in here tonight. We're having fun. And just like that, Hive is asking me for a few certain things. So, I am going to go through and I'm going to log in through Shell in the Box once I get this rig registered under Hive. And what that's going to allow me to do is show you guys how I set this thing up. So This also is going to be part of our series on helping people set up a rig from Hiveos. As you can see, this is plug and play, and here in a second we're going to pull something up for you. So I appreciate you guys hanging out when you start up Hive on screen, and I always hook up a monitor because that way I can see if I screwed up or not. If I screwed up, sometimes it'll send you to BIOS. But Hive's fired up, and that's the quick, I mean, that's so quick, wow. So I'm entering a rig ID, which I'm not going to let you guys know that, sorry. And then what it does is it asks you for your rig ID, then it asks you for a password. Make sure you have your passwords high and tight, don't share those with anybody. Once you got your password in, it's going to go ahead and fire up. Now, it does say on here that we've got no NVIDIA drivers found. So we are going to go ahead and pull up Hive, the Hive over here. And once again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the subscription. There we go. So you can see it's showing 2 GPUs here, but it's got NVIDIA overclock failed. So what we are going to have to do is we do have to go to we're going to Hive it. We're going to get our shell in a box open, and that's up here, remote access. Hit Hive shell start. We're going to let that load. I got to find my config that I need to type in here. And this is stuff that I do have for everyone over at Not Your Normal Miner Discord. And like I said, guys, in the description down below, we've got links to all this stuff. So make sure that you guys are checking that out if you haven't already. And like I said, I'm trying to find the config. There we go. So once and in the upper right hand corner there's this clock as well, and that will refresh every 30 seconds. You can also do the auto refresh. Once Hive shell opens, click the link and it's going to open up here for you. So we are really cooking now, guys, on heat. Hopefully you guys are having fun today. "25 people in chat." Joe Surfer says, "I need some ARM drivers. Try your best overclock setting on the ZOTAC and okay, yeah, Chaincoin, we sure will." Oh, Joe the Surfer, he wants our plug and pray. Tech Man, thanks for stopping in. Nemesis, yeah, I'll DM you later for sure. Appreciate you stopping in, man. You guys are great. But yeah, you guys, we're almost here. So what I did last time, and I had issues, you guys saw the video, and anyone just watching it, you guys will know, we did have some issues getting the drivers updated, but I'm always going to recommend that you do the app update and self upgrade right out of the gate. And what that's going to do is that's going to let us get ready to get these NVIDIA drivers. And we need to get the updated drivers for this. And the reason for that is it's not even registering that these things are GPUs that you guys could see. Yeah, baby, we're doing it. Watch it crash at 2K. Nefarious technology, yeah. I mean, so what I have found so far with this is it'll let us go to 2200, 2600, but it doesn't really give us much different on the OC settings. So far so good. Now we need to do our NVIDIA driver update, and this is not the same version that Windows has, and this is why you are seeing better overclocks on Windows. Remember, guys, the other night on stream how it took us 30 minutes to do the NVIDIA driver updates and such? Well, I'm expecting, as Walter said, about 2 to 5 minutes. So our shell session closed, and that's alright. The reason it did that is because we are doing good stuff here. We'll head back over here, and we're going to hit our refresh. And it's going to take a few seconds. Okay, I probably typed in the wrong thing. Khalid, thank you as always. I appreciate it. 455. What did we type in that time? Does anybody know? Did I type in 445 instead of 455? If so, we probably missed it, but let's go ahead and okay, we got to get a new shell in the box here. But good thing is the rig didn't die and it didn't fry, so that's great. We're going to let this Hive shell sit here for a second and open up. But hey, that install went pretty good as far as I think. So we took out a 750 watt power supply and we took out a thumb drive here. See what our Hive shell's doing here. Khalid, I typed it right. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so I don't believe I've got a miner program going quite yet because I believe that we are still in the process of getting the drivers updated. Unless we had a failed driver update there. On the screen here, guys, that I've got as far as attached directly to the rig, Hive is open and it says we are at the spot to where it's at Hive start finished. So that's where we're at right now. Reckless, what's going on? Yeah. You just got back home. Okay, so we got everything hooked up. I'm in the process of okay, so it was showing that it did try to add the NVIDIA 2 drivers, then it went to starting HiveX, then it started HiveX servers, started miner, started autofan, Hive start finished. Khalid, yes, so we thawed out the chicken earlier so that way if we're frying things, we're able to have fried chicken and all the good food there. I appreciate that. You guys are great. I'm really glad you guys are here with us tonight. Trying to keep an eye on chat the best we can. We still got 24 people here, so that's great. As you can see, we've got the NVIDIA Founders Edition RTX 3080, and then we've got the ZOTAC Trinity RTX 3080. Reboot rig after the update. That's right, thank you. So that's what we're doing, is we've got to reboot. Thanks again, Nemesis, for stopping in. Nemesis does have one of these 3090s. And I'm already a huge fan of the SSD. That really was amazing there. Really was amazing. So we've got Hive restarting, and it just is, this is the quickest I've ever seen it upload. This is so fun. This is awesome. Really appreciate you guys commenting on chat. So we are starting things up. Now it did show that our NVIDIA drivers overclock failed again. But you can see here that I don't believe it took quite yet. Yeah, SSDs are lifesavers. So you can see here that it does show that we've got two RTX 3080s. Various Technology says for the win, yeah. But it's, once again, guys, it says that it did not, let's see here, error, NVIDIA OC failed. So let's go ahead and do a shutdown and boot real quick, because it did almost take the drivers. Okay, Khalid, yeah, it does seem like it might have crashed there. So we're going to restart it, and if it does, M2's faster than that. John, yeah, John Germain, thank you for that. Didn't even think about going SSD, or M2 SSD went pretty good, in my opinion. Reckless, yeah, I think M2 is going to be definitely a lot quicker, especially when you can get the price of these. No, I agree. Nemesis says it's trying to overclock the CPU right now. Alrighty, so it's starting back up again here. Hive is going. Got a good reboot. We'll see where we're at here. Okay. Force upgrade. What do you think about that, guys? We'll go ahead and we're going to get back into our remote access. Some B250s have a M2. Let's see here. So here's a B250 mining expert, since this was brought up in chat. We did get 12 GPUs mining on that, and they all were the same. That was the most that we got though on that. But back to this, we are trying to get these two RTX 3080s hashing here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the self-upgrade again. It says Hive is up to date. Let's go back over here, check on Hive real quick. Give a nice quick refresh over here. And so we didn't get a full driver download, so we need to go back in and we are going to redo our driver download. So let's go ahead and, as Khalid said in chat, big shout out, thank you to Khalid for taking care of everybody over in Discord. He's one of our mods, really helps out with everyone. Thank you as well for Walter. You guys are great, all the mods over there in Not Your Normal Miner Discord. You definitely got to type this stuff in correctly, guys, for it to work right. Driver package already exists, so since it's on here, maybe it was just with the install, so it's going to go ahead and gripper and ripper again. Once again, thank you for the SSD suggestions. As far as the SSDs that we did, I know a lot of you guys like to see, we went with the PNY 120 gigabyte ones, and we are going to switch everything out, as far as all of our other GPU mining rigs. Also, per your guys' request, I did get all the exhaust fans shut down except one. I'm hoping that's helping with some of the audio. There was a request by Son of a Tech for us to get that gaming editing mining rig in here with these fans going and see what the noise reduction is. As you guys can see here, oh, don't forget to hit miner stop. Yep. As you guys can see here though, one of the things that we are seeing is that this that it did go ahead and it's doing the download now, whereas it did fail before. So if we do fail, we will go miner stop and we'll grip it and rip it again. So thank you guys for telling me to hit miner stop. Once again, if it doesn't do it, then we will go ahead and hit miner stop. My bad. Like I said, I typically have not needed to have the latest driver updates ever for our rigs. So NVIDIA settings reinstalled successful. So let's go ahead and get a reboot. Driver installation successful. Starting Phoenix Miner. Like everyone says, let's go ahead and give it a reboot after install. Love the time, love the speed of this SSD. I'm serious, guys. 22 people in chat. Thank you guys all for sitting here. Once again, if the drivers didn't stick, we will go back, and just like you guys said, we will hit stop. GPU showing up right out of the gate. Here we go, here we go. Hiveos is coming to town. And currently we're showing 300 watts We'll see if that backs down a little bit there. Because I do have them both currently set for our standard. I don't know, guys. I don't know if it, I don't think it took right, because once again it's not naming either one of these. It does show that we are hashing, but it's showing on Hive side 317 watts, which we know is not right. I believe it's probably at 210. There we go. Okay, so now Hive's starting to kind of settle in here, guys, so let's let this go. But as you guys can see, we've done it. Yes, that's right. We've got two, count them, two RTX 3080s hammering away. And when I say hammering away, we are hammering away on ETHEREUM right now. I've got power limit set at 210. We've got memory of 1800, which by my testing was on Hiveos, we were able to get 96 mega hash per second. So we're showing as GPU 0, we are showing the NVIDIA FE, and as GPU 1, we're showing the ZOTAC there. Let's go ahead and shell in. Nefarious Technology, yes, we do have the RPM Red Panda Mining shirt. One of the things that you guys know, especially if you've been following the channel, is I love the community. I love supporting the community. So if we've got their shirts, hats, stuff like this, you know, I got the DCA Adventure hat on tonight, as always. I need to get some new hats, but if there's anything like that that we need, make sure you guys let me know. Also, now's a good time. If you're new to the channel, this is a great time to hit that subscription bell. You just saw us upgrade from 1 RTX 3080 to 2. We upgraded power supplies. We also upgraded from thumb drive to SSD. And we did that all within about 45 minutes, and we are up and hashing. And this is with the latest drivers that are hard to get, and with the latest tech. We got two RTX 3080s, and this is great, guys. Thank you all for stopping in. ZOTAC warmer than the FE. Yeah. So, so a lot of people are saying that there should be some big differences on this. We'll try to get things dialed in a little bit. I do kind of want to run the overclocks at the same, just so we can see the differences. But currently at 210 watts, 1800 on the memory, 0 on the core, the NVIDIA is giving us 82.77 mega hash per second, and we've got 96 mega hash per second out of the ZOTAC. Now, I don't know, once again, I didn't test, and we should have probably tested one of these at a time, or I should have probably tested the NVIDIA to see what it does. So we might, that's something that we might do here on stream. But we're going to let these kind of settle out here for a second. We've got our shell started, so let's see what that's looking like. Anyone new, just once you're inside, hit miner. Reckless says we could probably get more OC on it for sure. So here we go. We're hashing away over on Hive. Since they are with some of our other rigs, it's just easier for us to go. But we did get two of these RTX 3080s, and let's play with the overclocks a little bit. I definitely think we should be closer to 180 mega hash per second. Comment in chat, tell me what you think. Alrighty, so I guess first let's adjust some overclock settings on the NVIDIA. Let's see if it can take a little bit more. If that's alright with you guys. I know what the ZOTAC can take, and it is doing the best that it can currently at 210 watts, 1800 on the memory. Let's see if we can take this NVIDIA up, see what it can do here. I should think, okay, negative 200 on the core. Patrick, thanks for stopping in. Need to accumulate more power reading. So, can we see the I'm showing 493, 497 watts at the wall here, guys. Yashnik, what cool features did Hiveos bring out today? I haven't really noticed or paid attention to much. Alrighty, so don't think I'm seeing much as far as the overclocks go on that NVIDIA. We bumped it up 200 there, and I'm not seeing a big difference. Reckless says he hasn't seen anything. So what do you guys think here, guys? Like I said, we haven't had a chance to really tinker with that NVIDIA much. So what we might do is we might power down and see what the NVIDIA does by itself, and hope that we don't have any other issues anywhere else with this rig. But we have been able to get two RTX 3080s hammering, and there is a difference in the size. So if you guys are new, just getting into this video, make sure you click earlier on, because when I say there's a difference in the size, not only is there a difference in the size in the boxes, well, there is definitely a difference in the size of the GPU as well. So that's another thing that we're hoping to be able to show you guys the difference of. Everybody's been telling me this FE should be the better GPU. We'll see if I can get it kind of tinkered with here. Didn't really like that overclock setting though, guys, of adding 200. 209 watts at the wall. And over on dashboard side on Hiveos, we've got 96 on 96 mega hash per second on the ZOTAC, and we're at 83.44. So we're going to go with negative 200 on the core clock for the NVIDIA and kind of see where it's at. Reckless, okay, so we were just at, for the NVIDIA, yeah, on the NVIDIA we were just at fan 0, core 0, 2000 on the memory, and it took us from 84 down to 83. Walter says let's take her to 1250 on the memory. Okay, we will. We definitely will. Negative 200 does take us down as well to 81.7 mega hash. So we've got a refreshed here. We'll take you back to shell in the box so you can see those. But it does appear so far that we aren't really getting much response out of the NVIDIA. And once again, is that something on our GPU mining rig side? I don't know. But that's what we're here to find out tonight. So comment in chat, let me know what you guys think here. I believe this should be hashing a lot higher. So the next one was 1250, so that's 0 and 1250. Thanks, Walter, for that. Let's see what we can do. And once again, the reason that I'm not changing the ZOTAC's overclocks currently is because we've got that one dialed in my opinion, as far as that goes, the best that it is. Yeah, that's true. So we were seeing everybody have these hashing at about 230 watts was really good. So as soon as these overclock settings kick, we will. So these GPUs, once again, I haven't had a chance to get them on Windows. I do want to get it on Windows. There's definitely videos of people getting over 100 mega hash per second with these GPUs. They've also been doing that at about 240 watts from what I'm hearing. The reason I'm at 210 is just because I like these shenanigans. So, there we go, guys. Walter, maybe the NVIDIA doesn't like... Maybe the NVIDIA didn't like all that overclocks, because we're at 210 watts with 1250, and that did get us up to 91 mega hash, guys. So tell me where we go from here. I'm definitely liking that a little bit better. So I guess I'm gonna go to 1,000 on the memory and see what that thing does. But at 210 watts and memory of 1250, we did get 91 mega hash per second out of that NVIDIA. Okay, Walter, I'll add more core next time. I just wanted to see what the adjusting the memory would do. I agree 100%. We'll add some more there. So we are here in the remote garden location. We're having a blast, as you guys can see. This is the NVIDIA Founders Edition, which is a much smaller GPU than the ZOTAC Trinity. The NVIDIA's got a fan on one side, a fan on the other. The ZOTAC Trinity has 3 there. So at 210 power limit, guys, that memory of 1,000 didn't really drop us that much. What is the wattage at? 70%? Probably not even that. I think these GPUs will handle 300 watts, right? Let's take a look at the back of the box, see what it says. I don't remember off the top of my hand. I should know that. In the description down below, guys, though, there is a link to manufacturer's website for both of these GPUs. So we're at 91 mega hash per second here with the NVIDIA. We'll get back to that 1250, and Walter wanted to see a little bit on the core. So let's put 100 on the core, see what that does for us. Really appreciate everyone coming in here tonight. But yeah, we got it. Didn't take very long. And I am not gonna lie, guys, the change in speed, and if you guys haven't had a chance, don't watch all 2.5 hours of us fighting for this, but going from this to this, tenfold is well worth it. Alright, so adding that 100 core initially dropped us 2 mega hash. Joe, I'm not a good math wizard, but yeah, okay. Richard Porter says he's got Domino's. We had Domino's tonight, Richard. I had their barbecue chicken and ranch pizza. It was pretty darn good. But yeah, Domino's and not your normal miner. Good, that's right. Alright, so 91.6 mega hash per second with the NVIDIA Founders Edition, and that's with 210 power limit. So, do a power limit 259. You guys got it. Actually, I want to go 240 because that's what I've been seeing everybody running their GPUs at is about 240 is where they max these things out at. Khalid, you want stock settings? Okay, so as far as stock settings go, we'll put both of these on stock settings. Tell me what you guys want as far as stock settings. So that'll be 0 core, 0 memory. What do you think is stock power limit? Comment in chat, Khalid. Tell me what you think. So we're up to 240 watts. And let's head over to our shell and see what we're showing over here dashboard side. Reckless is telling us 2,000 on the memory. We'll get there. There we go. So we're at 189 mega hash per second total for the rigs. And we've got 560 watts at the wall. Stock is 320 watts. Okay, so we're going to take it to that 320 watts with 0, 0, and 0. We'll let you guys kind of see this. currently getting 93 megahash per second out of the NVIDIA at 240 watts. So once again, I think the power limit, there's some issues with things as far as that goes. Zero overclock. Khalid wants 320 watts, so let's get cooking. We'll come down here and we're going to go 0, 0, 320. And we are sizzling. Mo Sizzlack. 320 watts is the stock wattage for this thing. Okay, so that's what we're going to go with, 320 watts. I am showing dashboard side, or as far as it didn't take a second for that to hit, and we got 734 watts at the wall. Yeah, you're right. So far, that wasn't much better than 210. And the reason for that, guys, once again, I think is something to do with the drivers. Hey, this is very interesting, though. So, Khalid, thanks for giving us this. If we go, and you can hear the fans, they really kicked up because these things are sizzling. At 320 watts, they both are at 86.81 and 84 megahash per second. Default of 0. Default to 0. So that was 320 watts, and it both took them 0 and 0. Uh-oh. If we saw a spark, she was sizzling. That's what we're here to do. We're here to have fun. So showing you guys at that, we did have 86 megahash per second for both of these GPUs. So if we were running power limit and overclocks the same, stocks, that's what do you guys think about that? But yeah, for anyone that saw sparks, make sure you guys get a good picture of that so that we can get that posted. So even at the default, that is showing 320 watts at the default, guys, and these things are running hot. And when I say hot, we're not melting, but that's 86 megahash per second each. Where do you want to go from here, everyone? 70% fan speed. Oh, that's 70 degrees. So we're going to back her down. We're going to get back to that 210. Because these things, like I said, they are running hot. So just so you guys could see, with no overclocks at max capacity there, we were at 86 megahash per second. So we've already taken down 110 watts off of each of these, if my math's correct. And we're going to let these overclock settings settle in here. Really appreciate everyone stopping in tonight. We still got 24 people. Thank you. Yeah, use all the overclock button. That's right. Thanks, Walter. I appreciate that. The all overclock button is going to be the one right up above. Appreciate you for reminding me about that, Walter. One of the great things about the community is everyone's big help. Everyone helps each other out really great, so I really appreciate that. So at 210 watts with 0 and 0, you can see these do still hash pretty close to the same, 86.11 megahash per second, or 87.11 megahash per second, and the ZOTAC has 87. So you guys, as you're benchmarking these, just think power limit max to the wall, 86 megahash per second. We back it down to 210, and we're all the way at 87. So that's why it's important that you mess and tinker and do overclocks. Khalid tells me I need to set my fans manually instead of the I agree, yeah, they do. So that's definitely something that we'll work on getting changed, is getting those fan speeds adjusted. But currently at 210 watts with no overclocks, both of these GPUs, and these are RTX 3080s, we're seeing 87 megahash per second. So what do you want to play with some more overclocks while we're here? We've been streaming for just over an hour, and we set out to show you one thing. I wanted to show you two RTX 3080s hammering together, and we did. And we've currently got them hashing pretty darn close. And when I say pretty darn close, they're within 0.04 mega hash per second of each other. So now you guys are going to get to have us take these around the world again with those overclock settings. Another thing, the guys over at Hiveos, and I do want to say shout out, thank you to them for getting us pointed in the right direction as far as getting some more RAM. Khalid, thank you for that as well. We've definitely taken that LA down substantially on these on this rig, and we're going to be doing that on all our others. But we're here in the remote garden location, and we've got two RTX 3080s, and we're going to change overclocks here. Let's go. Yoshnik did say 500 on the memory and 250 on the power limit. You got it. Let's make sure we're doing it right with the all overclock buttons. Thank you, Yoshnik. But 87 mega hash per second at 210 watts with no overclock. So that's a good number there. It's really something that we're here to show you guys, because we don't know if the 3080s or 3090s is what we want to see, or if it's what you guys want to get. I still keep hearing that these things are trickling in, but as you guys know, I just don't think there's going to be that many of them. So now that we've got just a quick second, I do want to say thank you to everyone. If you guys haven't had a chance, in the description down below, you're going to be able to find Not Your Normal Miners Hash merch market. We've got our Bitcoin accepted line here. We've shipped these around the world. It's pretty sweet to see everyone that's gotten these. Thank you to everyone that's in chat and in Discord. You guys are great. Also down below, you're going to be able to find a link to Discord where you can keep up with us. And oh, it looks like, what we set it at, 2,500. Yeah, there we go. So you'll be able to find a link over to Discord, and over there follow to the water cooler, and you're going to be able to pick up these HODL Bitcoin license plates. That's something we ship out free to anywhere in the US. Last but not least, there's a link over to coinrequest.io, and thank you to the guys, Crypto Mikkel and Nemesis, for getting us pointed in that direction. That's a good way you can support the channel. You guys know we're not monetized, and we're not going to be monetized. I want to say a big shout out to Red Panda Mining. Hope Baby Panda's doing good. Also want to send a big shout out, man. I hope Son of a Tech, I hope you're on the mend. You guys know he's really on the rough one right now. Sounds like he's got pneumonia. So if you haven't, in the description down below, I got links to those things. Richard Porter, though, Joe Surfer, Yoshnik, Khalid, Reckless, Walter, all you guys, thank you so much for stopping in tonight and watching us. We were able to, and I was quite frankly worried about it. We were able to get two RTX 3080s. We've got the NVIDIA Founders Edition 3080 RTX, and we've got the ZOTAC Trinity RTX, and these things are side by side right now, hammering away in Hiveos. We did have some shenanigans with getting the drivers updated, but so far so good as far as the overclocks. You guys can see these things are, if we're keeping the overclocks pretty close to identical right now, we are getting some pretty similar results at 250 watts. We've got 583 watts at the wall. I do believe the GPU mining rig pulls anywhere from 50 to 70. Nefarious technology, I hear that, man. You know, we went through a lot of hoops to get these. One of the ones, so actually we've technically had this many, that's right, and one of them was canceled. We're still fighting that, trying to get our money back. Another one was supposed to ship, and they had gotten it from, I want to say Amazon, and Amazon, their fulfillment has them backed up. So we are still waiting on another ZOTAC Trinity 3080. If that shenanigans happens, I don't know what we're going to end up doing if we end up trying to secure another one of these, or we wait for a those navies to come out. Comment in chat, let me know what you want. Yeah, Reckless, I've been fighting that. They tried to do a refund through eBay, and which I paid through PayPal, so that shouldn't have been a problem. Well, issues, whatever, that's for another time, neither here nor there. But yeah, Yashnik did say it was interesting to see how the fan speeds are a little different, or how the temps and such are different. We're at 250 watts. Chaincoin, thank you for that. I am really excited to see 23080s hashing tonight. We got 22 people on stream. We've been here about an hour. I'm here for sticking around, so you guys can see some overclocks. So tell me what overclocks you want to see. Let's go ahead and back these down to 240 watts. At 750 on the memory. And let's see where they're at. I still can't believe, Nefarious, that you guys at two different places still how short of a supply that there were. I do know that a lot of people have been talking about that big Navi release, and I think that it is going to be just as botched. The 3090 release wasn't supposed to be bot driven. As you guys know, I still don't know anybody except for a few scalpers that actually got these. The gentleman that I got the NVIDIA Founders Edition from, he says he's stay at home, and he got a 3080 and a 3090 that day. He said he got the notification bell and he was able to buy both of them. Like, what in the hell? I know people that we were all waiting all day for that and we couldn't get it. Joe Surfer, okay, we see 1500 on the memory, 225 on the power limit. We will go ahead and get to that next. Batman, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate that. Okay, so we got some good overclocks here that we're going to try. Okay, I got you, Yashnik. So we just put one number in it with no space, and it's going to do the same for both of them. Okay, that's what I thought. Was just making sure that we weren't doing any type of crazy shenanigans. So Joe Surfer is wanting to see 225 on the power limit, 1500. Then we'll get into Khalid's. No worries, Batman. I appreciate you stopping in. As you can see, it took us about 30 minutes to get upgraded. And when I say upgraded, we started the upgrade here from thumb drives to SSDs, and that took us from 30-minute update to like 10 minutes, guys. I don't even know. It wasn't that bad. We only had one EVGA 750 watt fully modular power supply in there for the 3080, so we bumped that up to the 1300. And the first time the NVIDIA drivers didn't take, the second time they did, and we can't believe it. So we're really excited to have everyone here in chat. We'll head back over to Hive side, and you can see 90 mega hash at 240 watts, 750 on the power limit. Joe the Surfer wanted to see 225 with 1500, and Khalid, you're up next. Once again, we are here at the remote garden location. Crypto Mikkel says FA. That's right. Can I get an FA in chat, guys? If you guys don't know what FA is, that's from the guys over at DCA Adventure. Big shout out to those guys. Crypto Mikkel, Nemesis. There's a whole slew of these guys. And what we're going to say is FA. Oh, Walter, that's right. Let's get some mornings going. Walter's one of our mods over in Discord. But that FA is for fucking awesome. That's right. This kind of stuff's fucking awesome, and we were having a blast. You guys know this channel is not for kids. This channel's not for any of that shenanigans. That doesn't mean we're going balls to the wall all the time, but we can get an FA for fucking awesome. That's right. Thank you guys for being here. You can see this is the NVIDIA Founders Edition. Here's the ZOTAC Trinity. and there was a big difference in the size of the boxes. And when we say, is bigger better? Well, there you go. So we've got these two side by side. John Germain, you guys are great. Spam that chat. That's right. FA, this stuff is fucking awesome. But here's the size of the boxes. Is bigger better? I don't know. Okay, now we're starting to see some differences here as we change these overclocks and we get a little bit higher. You can see at 225 watts, the ZOTAC is giving us 91.67 mega hash per second, and the NVIDIA Founders Edition is giving us 94.76. Gone insane. Fubar, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate the comment. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these overclock settings. Yeah, come on guys, we got 22 people here and only 5 likes. One of the things about our channel, give us the likes if you like this stuff. If you don't, well, give us a thumbs down. But if there's 22 people in chat, we should have at least 22 of those ups or downs. And as always, if you're late to this video, comment down below, let us know what you like or you don't like. I know before the video started we even had a down like on this one, so I don't know if that was one of the gamers in the channel that that doesn't like that we've got these things, but you guys know all the hoops that we had to go through to get these. So we were expecting a bigger card than that for the EVGA. 24 likes. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Thank you all for smashing the likes. We've been here at the remote garden location having a blast. I will. Yep, I'm refreshing. You guys are so awesome, man. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we got to get back to those overclock settings that you wanted to see. Khalid is up next. That's a lot of FAs to go through to get back to Khalid's numbers. So Khalid wants 210 watts, 1000 memory, negative 100 on the core. So 210, 1000, negative 100 on the core, and here we go. We have been putting these together so we can get you guys some nice nice benchmarking comparison. So if these things are hashing pretty similar at overclock settings, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go through and redo all of those benchmarks side by side so that we can see these numbers. And what we want to see is we want you guys to know whether these are worth it or not. I'm a huge fan. If you can score these, oh, positive, Cleat. Sorry, we'll put it at positive next time. But I'm a huge fan of sharing all this data. The reason we want to share this data is that way you guys can keep up and know whether they're right or wrong for you. But in the description down below, there's a couple links. You're going to be able to follow us on Twitter. You're going to be able to follow us on Discord. Also, there's a bunch of our crypto community friends. And what I mean by that is there's all sorts of great people in the community that love to help out, and we've got links for those guys down below. So you can see at 210 power, 1000 on the memory, negative 100 on the core, you've got 92 mega hash per second on the ZOTAC and 91.44 mega hash per second. Oh, we got some new people coming in. Asakoko, Grunt, thanks for stopping in. So, we're going to go ahead and adjust this to 100 like Khalid was wanting instead of negative 100. And we're going to see what that does. Joe Surfer says, when are we doing the 3080 giveaway? Man, I tell you what, if we were definitely a sponsored channel by someone like ZOTAC or NVIDIA, we would definitely force their hand and do a 3080 giveaway. But that's not in our realm right now. But you know, sometime, you know, we did recently give away GPU mining rigs. So we're here at the remote garden location. We're probably going to start wrapping this up here pretty soon. We've been with you guys over an hour tonight. We were able to successfully give you two RTX 3080s side by side, and with that we were able to get them hashing not too bad. The ZOTAC at these settings from what Khalid was wanting. I know, Joe, I'm giving you a hard time, man. I know. Oh yeah, I did see Nice Hash was giving 3080s away. Someone says, oh yeah, okay, so we've got one that ships on Monday. I hope it gets to you, and I hope it hashes well. At 210 watts, at 1000 on the memory, 100 on the core, you can see 91.92 megahash per second for the NVIDIA. We're going to drop the core to 0, and we're going to go 750 at 200 watt for everything. Oh, I didn't click them all, so we got to go back through here, guys. Sorry. Alright, so let's see what this overclock does. You guys have been keeping an eye on the wall there with the kilowatt. The reason we've had that is so we can actually see who's hashing and how it's hashing. But I really appreciate all the time that you guys have spent with us today here. We've been here for over an hour, and what we did was we showed you guys how to get two RTX 3080s hashing together. We did upgrade a GPU mining rig from SSD, or from thumb drive to SSD. We did also take a 750 watt fully modular power supply, and we threw a 1300 watt fully modular power supply in there. Now, to top that all off, we went ahead and we had two RTX 3080s in here, and with these you can see that they are hammering together. Also, I want to say a big shout out to my little hashers, because this guy is amazing. He's one of my best friends, and he does such amazing work. And there's going to be a day that you guys are going to see some amazing work from him. But tonight, we're here at the remote garden location, and what we've been doing is we've been showing you guys some different overclock settings on two RTX 3080s. At 210 watts, memory of 750, core of 0, we're pulling just under 500 watts at the wall, and we're getting 90.99 megahash per second. And we've got 90.94 megahash per second, respectively. We have been able to take the ZOTAC Trinity all the way up to 1800 on the memory, and with that, what we've been able to get is 96 megahash per second. I have not gotten either of these on Windows. That is going to be the next step, is getting these on Windows. I want to see if we can break that 100 megahash per second. Anything else you guys want to hear tonight as we're getting ready to wrap this stuff up? You guys have been awesome. I appreciate all the time you guys have been spending here with live streams on the channel. If you guys like these streams, it's very important that you guys comment, tell us what you think. We are getting ready to do another giveaway. I just don't know what the two things that we're going to give away are going to be, but that's right, we're doing two. Joe Surfer says these two 3080s get 100 megahash more than his two 2080s. Well, one of the things that we kind of expected to see was that these 3080s should crush 2080s on that, and I think we're going to get even better numbers. So, I mean, at 210 watts, we're getting 90 megahash per second. Let's take it up to 850 here as we're wrapping things up. Yeah, the ZOTAC fan is going nuts, Yoshnik, for sure. We've seen here tonight, and every time we change these overclock settings, so the NVIDIA, that fan, I've noticed when we change the overclock settings, it never stops. They just keep going. Now, the ZOTAC fans, when I change the overclock settings, when it resets, just like Yoshnik mentioned in chat, you can see that those fans actually stop there. So that's a very good difference that we're actually able to see when you put two of these GPUs up next side by side. Quite frankly, I'm going to say if the ZOTAC Trinity, we wanted to have two identical of these GPUs, and that way we could put them in our identical test rigs. And you guys know we've got those two identical test rigs, but I wanted to see how they hash simultaneously together. But if that falls through, we might try to get a different 3080 just so we can see if they hash differently. But as we get here a little bit higher, we're finding that the NVIDIA is not a fan of the higher overclocks. And what I mean by that is, at 850, it really didn't do much more, but we're going to show you guys here side by side that the ZOTAC can take 1800 and when you try to put 1800 on the NVIDIA, we'll give you guys a side-by-side comparison here. So, my name's Wes, I'm not your normal miner, and we've been bringing you guys two RTX 3080 side-by-side. Comment in chat, let me know if you guys have seen anyone else that's been able to get a couple of these together. I just don't know about the inventory on these. Also in Discord earlier we had a nice chat. If anyone knows any of the developers for any of the miners, one of the things that I would love to do is I'd love to give these guys access to developers like G-Miner, T-Rex, any developer like that. I'd love to let this rig hash for them overnight so that they could tinker around and try to get updates to their miner programs, because that's what we need. We need updated miner programs as well as updated drivers for these next gen GPUs for them to actually get better as far as performance. So, as we were showing you guys, when the ZOTAC Trinity takes 1800 core or on memory, and you put that same memory on the NVIDIA, it does drop it about 5 to 6 mega hash per second. And that's right, one more time guys, I would love to see an FA in chat because we had two 3080s going. And FA, what I'm saying is FA for fucking awesome. But yeah, I do. If you guys know any devs on any of these miners, if you're in any of their discords or anything, we've got these now so that people can have access to them. There's a lot of crypto tubers and such that I've reached out to, other people and members in Discord, just so that way they can kind of see these things. So we're going to go ahead and see where we're at here as far as our hash rate goes. At 210 watts at the wall, we're showing 490. Richard Porter, Batman, FA, thank you. Mining Chamber, thank you for stopping in. Mining Chamber is another set of YouTubers that are great. These guys are doing amazing work. If you guys aren't keeping up with them, make sure you do. Thank you, Mining Chamber, and thank you for everyone for stopping in tonight. We did get this rig built as far as upgrading goes. And at 210, at 1800, we're currently seeing 84 mega hash per second. Alrighty, so we did get a heavy drop in hash here on both of these all of a sudden. So, what I want to do is we're going to start backing this down. Let's go to 1000 once again and kind of see where that is. I do believe that 750, 850 is really where the NVIDIA was seeing the best overclocks right now. Hey, Mining Chamber, you are welcome. We were just very fortunate. We really, you know, they stayed up all night. They went to two different places. You had Nemesis as well as Nefarious Technology. These guys were battling to get these for us. So here we can see at 210 power limit that ZOTAC Trinity RTX 3080 still showing with 1800 on the memory, 96.17 mega hash per second. We're going to take the memory down on the NVIDIA Founders Edition to 900 so we can kind of see what our numbers are there. Yashnik, man, yeah, I dropped it a bunch just because I know at 1800 it wasn't ripping it very well. So if we keep going down at increments of 100 and it peters out, we'll kind of see where it's at there. So Joe, Surfer, you mentioned that the ZOTAC didn't like that. One of the things that we've done is we've had this ZOTAC mining Ethereum basically the entire time we've had it, when we haven't been testing or benchmarking other algorithms, and that thing sits at 96 megahash per second, no problem. I think things are dipping when we're adjusting the overclock settings, and the miner itself, the entire miner program is resetting. But you agree, you can see here that it has dropped. It has dropped off a little bit, so we'll go ahead and we'll drop that back down some as well. This is the first time I've had these two hashing together, so it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see where these things kind of hashing together. And once again, it could be something with my rig that's causing them, something for them to not necessarily keep enough power at this time. But we've got 210 power limit, 900 on the memory for the NVIDIA, and then we've got 1600 on the memory for our ZOTAC. We've been showing you Hiveos, and we are mining Ethereum. Let's see shell in a box one more time. We do have 182 megahash per second, not bad, and we are at 494 watts total. So 210 on the power limit. That's going to give us 420, and then that leaves us about another 70-ish for the rest of the rig. So we got two risers, the motherboard, the power supply, or the CPU and the RAM are pulling that much. Appreciate everyone for stopping in tonight. You guys have been great. We're definitely coming up on an hour and a half of this stream. And our goal tonight was to get two RTX 3080s up and running, which we were able to do for that. We did have to do some upgrades. There's no way that 750 watt power supply would have been able to handle it. I think that it would have crashed most certainly. Also, I feel that, and you guys saw it, the difference, if you haven't had a chance to upgrade from thumb drives to SSDs, we're talking 18 to 25 minutes saved just from the fresh start. The only thing I didn't do was I didn't download it from Hive and burn it to that. I already had that part done. Other than that, we did everything on stream. Correct. Yeah. So great question. The fact that we're running older miners. So this rig currently is not on Windows. I do want to get a rig set up on Windows, so that's something that we're going to be working on here a little bit later on tonight. The drivers are one set back for Linux, so that's why the drivers aren't as far as updated. On Windows, you've got a little bit better performance that we're seeing on these GPU rigs. But once again, I didn't have Windows running currently on any of them. I've been using Hiveos, SMOS here recently. So we do need to get Windows running so that we can get MSI Afterburner going. I think we can definitely get some better overclocks. So here we are with 210. Okay, so we want to try Gminer. By request. Khalid, thank you for the comment. So there you go, just like that, we are now using Gminer. So we're going to show you the difference here, Gminer versus Phoenix Miner. I do remember the gentlemen over at Hiveos. Want to say a big shout out, thank you to those guys as well for making sure that we got everything set up correctly when we first got these GPUs over a week ago. It's been a Saturday. We've had the ZOTAC Trinity for exactly 1 week. Well, it took us all day to get things up and running. We had issues getting drivers updated. Thank you for them. We've now been able to get a lot of different things done as far as you can see, we've been able to change miner programs. We haven't really had any rig issues, so we are going to sit here and let this miner program load up, and that's a good time one more time to go through here because we are going to be wrapping up stream. Make sure you head over to the link down below. You can head up and see Not Your Normal Miners Hash merch market. You're also in Discord going to be able to find the HODL Bitcoin license plate. If you want to support the channel, we've got a link over to coinrequest.io. Thanks to the guys over at DCA Adventure, Crypto Mikkel, as well as Nemesis for pointing us in the direction on that. So today, this live stream, we're here to show you two RTX 3080s. We had the ZOTAC Trinity and the NVIDIA Founders Edition hammering away. Now we've got G-Miner cocked and locked and ready to go. Didn't take long for that to get loaded. And at 210 memory, or no, 210 on the power limit, we want to get our shell going, so let's get Hive shell going. John Germain wants to see 74 on the core, negative 500 on the memory, please. Crypto Macau, baller. Hey man, we're having some fun here tonight. That went pretty good as far as the switch goes, and we are now running G-Miner for you guys to see. Crypto Macau, make sure you hit me up in DMs. Let me know if you want to get a night of testing on this. Now that we've got both of these up and running, you'll be able to see them both going. So we are showing 90 mega hash per second on both of these GPUs currently at 210 watts. We've definitely got the overclocks dialed in a little different. I would expect that overclocks are going to affect different GPUs made from different manufacturers definitely differently. So I don't expect for them to be the same all the time, but there is going to be a spot where the power limit they're going to start to change. So we've got 181 mega hash per second with two GPUs, and we're pulling 494 watts at the wall. Khalid wanted to see G-Miner going, so we've got G-Miner up and running. The mining pool that we used today, we did use Hive on for our Ethereum mining. Let's go back over to dashboard side on Hiveos, and you can see the NVIDIA sitting at 90.63 mega hash per second. The ZOTAC is at 91.57. Where do you want me to move the overclock settings next as we're getting ready to wrap things up? Someone did say that they thought 1500 on here was did give us a little bit better results. So let's see where that's at. We still got 20 people here tonight, guys. You guys are great. Gundy stuff and things. Baller status. Well, we're not baller status. The community. You guys are baller status. You guys are baller status because you allow me into your home at times. So I appreciate that. I appreciate your help. You guys have helped us get through so many different problems, and that's why we're here. That's why a lot of us do this stuff, is we just have a blast hanging out, showing you guys everything that we're doing. We're definitely coming up on 2 hours of this stream. That's probably going to be our cutoff. Gundy stuff and things. FA. Everyone over from DCA Adventure. I think we're going to need an FA. Anyone that's new and doesn't know what FA is, it's for fucking awesome, because this stuff is fucking awesome. You guys are fucking awesome. GPU mining is fucking awesome. So we've been mining with these two, and is bigger better. That's one of the things that we're here to show you guys. Is bigger better. So we've got the NVIDIA box in front. That's the Founders Edition, and then we got the ZOTAC Trinity. We showed you guys earlier in stream those two things side by side, and what that was side by side was just the size differences. The NVIDIA Founders Edition is much smaller. Walter, thanks again for everything over in Discord. Nemesis FA, that's right, guys. Any other overclock settings that you want to see me try here tonight? Do we want to take them back up to let's get all of our overclock settings back the same. So let's go 900 memory, 240 on our power limit. Let's see what we got. Make sure you guys check out all of the crypto celebrities in the links down below. Anyone that's coming in late to this, also, now is a great time to hit that subscription bell, and please hit that like button. The reason you want to hit the like button is for other like-minded people like yourself can definitely find this video so they can see these different types of shenanigans. We have a lot of fun bringing you guys these videos. So at 240 on the power limit, 900 on the memory, we're getting 90 megahash per second from an NVIDIA Founders Edition. We're getting 92 megahash per second from the ZOTAC Trinity. Now, let's let it settle in for a second, as we can see here with this 240 power limit. And let's get back to Shell in the Box so you guys can see we are on G-Miner. That's right, G-Miner. Thank you, Khalid, for making the recommendation of seeing what G-Miner looks like here. We're at 240 watts, and as we get above 210 here at the remote garden location, I can feel the heat on these just a little bit more, if that makes sense. You'll also see that those fans spin. One of the biggest differences that we saw is every time we update the miner, the ZOTAC fins do stop when the NVIDIA fans still keep going. These things are pretty warm at 240 watts, guys. I'll show you the temperature here in the remote garden location. We got the fans off. We do have it at 85 in here in the remote garden location. So this is probably going to be one of the last overclock settings that you get. Max wattage and max overclocks. So, Nemesis, great question. We put the default in for 0, which is max settings on this, or full blast, which is like 320 watts, 319. And these get 84 megahash per second. It just drills them on the hash rate there. So the higher you go above a certain point, I think it's like 250 or so currently with the drivers. And once again, these are the Linux drivers. We see hash rate cut. 91.85, 91.96 respectively. Walter, no, I have not tried T-Rex yet with these. That's at 240 on the wall, 90 on the memory. Let's back them down to 220 at the wall, see where it's at. You're showing 560 at the wall before we leave that up. Yeah, same thing, Nemesis. So 1800 on the memory, it slams them down. It does not like that at all. And once again, it's almost 12 megahash drop at full power. I do truly believe, because normally the more power you give it, you should get more hash rate. Comment in chat, let me know if I'm wrong on that. But definitely with these drivers on Hiveos, it's just I don't get the results with the power limit at certain spots that I think we do other places. T-Rex now supports Ethereum. Walter, thanks for the comment on that. I didn't know that. We're going to show you guys G-Miner one more time. So we backed it down, and now we're at 92 megahash per second, guys. As you can see, Nemesis, there's that result that we're showing you. You take the power limit up, and in theory, we should see more megahash. Well, we just took the power limit down from 240 to 220, and on G-Miner's side, we're seeing more hash rate there. I mean, 92.19, 92.19. So comment in chat, tell me what you think. We're playing with these. Anyone out there, if you guys know any developers of G-Miner, T-Rex, I'd love to chat with them. I can't physically be up all day testing these. I want to let these guys test them. I want to let them remote in, so that way they can get updates to their miners, because there's nothing more than we need is updated miners. If you guys comment down below, or if you guys know anybody, tell me a good person to reach out at your favorite miner. Like I said, I don't have a problem letting people test, so that way, because not everyone has hands on these yet, and I still think we aren't going to be able to see them. But let's go back to the Hive side one more time. Okay, Full Sail Nemesis says for the 3090 on Hive gets 118 mega hash at 292 watts. But here, we'll show you. We're going to take it balls to the wall. 0. And we'll leave 900 on the core and just kind of see what we get here. Remember that 0 setting takes these things over to 300 watts. You'll be able to see that here on the wall. It definitely does take our temps up, so you'll see those temps skyrocket. Yeah, Walter, I agree. Hiveos does claim that Phoenix Miner inflates hash rates. I've heard it at other places as well. NVIDIA Founders Edition, ZOTAC Trinity, and at full bore, we're showing 734 total watts at the wall, 318 watts on Hive side, 91.75 mega hash per second for these things. We'll let it run for just a minute. There's 92. But I appreciate everyone being here tonight. As always, want to say a big shout out to Red Panda Mining. Hope Baby Panda's doing well for you. Hope that little hasher's great. Our little hasher's definitely tried to get on stream today. So at 900 on the memory, and we are pulling 319 watts to these GPUs, we only get 92 mega hash per second. Let's go ahead and back them back down to that. 210, which once again I feel has been the sweet spot for these. We want to get those temps back down as well. You know, we're not trying to cook hot dogs. We don't have those types of things. I really appreciate everyone staying on stream for over almost 2 hours while we did do our upgrades and while we've had some fun showing two 3080s side by side. The size difference is substantial. The weight on them difference is a little different as well. Hope you guys have been keeping track of these overclock settings so that way you guys know where they are. We are compiling a lot of this stuff just as Nemesis is, so that way we can get you guys all these numbers. These GPUs, I wish you guys the best of luck. If you can get them at retail price, that's great. That's a good thing. I did hear that Friday Micro Center some of them did get a shipment of these things in. Best Buy, that's an hour away from my town, definitely hasn't gotten any in yet. So when I back the overclock settings down to 210, what we do see is that NVIDIA Founders Edition is sitting at 85.17 mega hash per second, and the ZOTAC Trinity is at 92-ish mega hash per second. So as we're wrapping things up, once again we've been giving you some benchmarking a little bit on these. I haven't had a chance to run benchmarking on the NVIDIA by itself. I am going to do a little bit of that here as soon as we end up in stream. I'm going to unplug the ZOTAC and kind of see where we're at. But my goal was to show everyone two RTX 3080s hammering together, and we did that tonight. It only took us about 45 minutes. Walter, Nefarious Technology, Nemesis, Crypto Mikkel, Khalid, thank you guys for coming in. Batman, Gundy Stuff and Things, thank you for stopping in. John Germain, appreciate it. Richard Porter, thank you very much. Joe the Surfer, Yashnik, I appreciate you guys stopping in tonight. mining chamber. It was really good to see you. You guys are putting out great content. As Coco Grunt, thank you for stopping in. Reckless, you were a blast as always. Appreciate you finding your way over to Discord. Chaincoin, thank you. Make sure anyone watching this video not live that you've smashed that like button, and if you're new to the channel, you better hit that subscription bell. And the links down below, we got links to all sorts of fun stuff. We've been showing you G Miner here by Khalid's request versus we were on Phoenix Miner. We were able to do that. Thank you guys for hitting the likes today and everyone stopping in. Appreciate the people that came in late. Appreciate the people that were in early. You guys have been amazing. My name's Wes. I'm not your normal miner. And what we've been showing you guys is all this fun shenanigans here with a ZOTAC Trinity 3080 and the NVIDIA Founders Edition. Right here, that's what we showed you. We showed you these two side by side tonight. We got them hashing. I'll try to get some better pictures and those types of things. We are going to get these on Windows for you. You guys have been great. We really cherish everything that you guys do. Hiveos, thank you guys. Anyone that knows any developers for these miner programs, I want to speak with them. But nope, my name's Wes. I'm not your normal miner. Thank you guys all for coming in. We're going to finish this on shell in a box so you guys can see G Miner just a little bit. One last time, let's get that FA in chat. Thank you guys very much. My name's Wes. I'm not your normal miner. Have a great night. Thanks, guys.